Yo, 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 yo. What up, y'all? This your boy Kev Kinkle, host of the Kev Kinkle podcast. It is Friday night, 11:30. I just finished watching the Lakers versus the Philly game. The Lakers pushed the game into overtime after being down by like 15 points in the fourth quarter, and then they couldn't score any points in overtime. Philly beats us. James Harden beat us in overtime by himself. Come on, LA, we got to get it together. LeBron James, you don't got to shoot all those three throws. Anthony Davis, good game. I was afraid a couple of times you were going to get hurt. You toughed it out. Russell Westbrook, good job on being a sixth man. You had a triple-double. The first triple-double for an LA Laker since 1996 coming off the bench. I think Russell Westbrook found his niche in coming off the bench and not being upset at it. He was at the end of the game playing closing time. He has the energy to be good off that second team. Like what I'm seeing, but we got to finish and we got to close. Only person out there that was hitting jump shots was Austin Reeves. Anthony Davis here or there, but we got some things to clear up. When you guys come back like that, you got to hit the free throws at the end of the game so you don't got to worry about overtime. But that's neither here nor there. I came here to talk about Week 14 in the NFL. It's about to go down. We're separating the men from the boys. We're in Week 14. We got 3 more weeks of the playoff start. It is looking good. Things are ironing out. Some teams are seeing it's about over. And then you have crazy things happening like we had on Thursday night. Let's jump right on into it. We had the Las Vegas Raiders having a horrible season. First, the LA Rams, who's also having a horrible season. Sam Bradford got hurt for the LA Rams. Well, not Bradford. Quarterback for the LA Rams is hurt. So, what are we wondering? We're wondering if Sam Bradford. We're wondering if he's going to come back, end out the season. No. What do the Rams do? Let's go to Carolina and pick up Baker Mayfield, who hasn't had a good game since 2 years ago. Baker Mayfield steps on the scene. Fourth quarter, LA Rams are being defeated by about 10 points. Fourth quarter's like 5 minutes left. Next thing you know, Baker gets 1 touchdown. Next thing you know, we got about a minute and a half left. They got to drive 99 yards. Baker Mayfield gets the job done. He practiced with them for 1 day. He came back and got the job done. Now, granted, Las Vegas ain't all that, but I'm just happy for Baker Mayfield. All the controversy that he's been through this whole season, that he was able to squeak out a big win like that in the NFL. Even though these two teams are subpar, the NFL is the NFL. So for him to be able to make a comeback like that, he's still proving that he deserves to be in a league, and I'm happy for him. Good job, Baker Mayfield. So that was the one game that we had Thursday night, which was last night. The Las Vegas Raiders, they fell to 5-8. The Los Angeles Rams moved to 5-9 with that victory. Me and my father both picked Vegas. Both caught an L on that one. My pop is beating me 84-83 in our standings. My pop didn't make his picks yet, but I will tell y'all who I picked. So when y'all see this, whether you see this on Spotify, Anchor app, on YouTube, put some comments down there. Let me know if y'all think I'm right. Let me know if y'all think I'm wrong. Let me know what your squad's doing. Come on, man. Let's get involved. Let's get involved. But I love sports, and I love y'all, so it's a beautiful combination. Now let's go. Let's get into it. Sunday. First game, or one of the 1 o'clock games, we got the 11-1 Philadelphia Eagles versus the 7-4 Giants. The Eagles are still making me believers. That's my squad. I'm rocking with them. We 11-1. The Giants starting to fall off a little bit, starting to turn into the team that people thought they were. But at 7-4, they already did a lot more than people would have thought. They have Saquon Barkley. Their quarterback is okay. They're not going to beat Philly, but they do have a good chance of making the playoffs. Philly wins that one. Then we have the Jets at Buffalo, another New York City team that is overachieving. The 7-5 Jets versus the 9-3 Buffalo Bills. Buffalo got too much firepower, and they got one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Jets, you're doing good, but you're not going to win this one. We're taking Buffalo. Now we have Pittsburgh versus Baltimore. Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson isn't playing as hot as he was when the season first started, but the Ravens are still 8-4. They're still first place in the AFC North. So the Ravens is looking nice. Pittsburgh, not too much. Baltimore gets the win on that one. Cincy versus Cleveland. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals is heating up. I told y'all that last week. They came through and got a nice win last week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Joe Burrow and Cincinnati's taking out over Cleveland 8-4. Even though Cleveland has back Deshaun Watson, it's going to take them a little time to get acclimated. Cleveland's not making the playoffs this year. Their season's done, but they need to get some wins and some mileage from Deshaun Watson to make sure he's going to be ready for next year. Next, we have Dallas Cowboys at 9-3. In my opinion, the number 2 team in the power rankings because they beat the Bills against Houston, who is 1-10-1, the floor mat of the NFL. Dallas gets that win easy. Then we have Tennessee versus Jacksonville. Tennessee is balling. Derrick Henry, that's all I have to say. Jacksonville's 4-8. The young boy quarterback's trying to do some things, but Tennessee is going to be way too much for them. Minnesota versus Detroit. Upset alert, upset alert, upset alert. Watch out for Detroit. They have a lot more to play for Minnesota. Minnesota's already 10-2. They're looking like they're going to be into the playoffs, but like I've been telling you guys all season, that Detroit 5-7 record is a lot more impressive than people think. Watch out for them. They could be pulling an upset. Watch out. Minnesota is on an upset alert. I think Minnesota's going to win, but it's scary. If you want to put some bread on the game, put some skin on it, it might be worth throwing a dice with Detroit because you're not going to have to put too much money for them to get the victory over Minnesota. If they do, you might win a little something. I ain't doing it, but if you want to, I'd roll the dice. Kansas City versus Denver. Kansas City, easy win. Pat Mahomes versus one of the worst quarterbacks in the league, and I'm sorry to say this, Russell Wilson at the worst quarterback of the league. Kansas City's 9-3, Denver's 3-9. Easy win for Kansas City, easy money. Carolina at Seattle. The Baker Mayfield-less Carolina Panthers are taking on Seattle. Seattle with Geno Smith, who is my comeback player of the year. I got to go with Seattle on that one. Seattle 7-5, Carolina 4-8. I'm taking Seattle. The game of the week, the San Francisco 49ers versus Tampa Bay. I was kind of tossed up here. I've been talking about the San Francisco 49ers and their high-powered offense. Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle. But there's somebody who is key who's not going to be there because he's hurt. And his name is Jimmy Garoppolo, the San Francisco Giants starting quarterback. I failed to look up to see who their backup quarterback was. I'm sorry about that. But they're playing Tampa Bay, who has a quarterback named Tom Brady, who some consider is the GOAT. Because Tom Brady is a GOAT, I'm rolling the dice with Tampa Bay. My heart is going with San Francisco. My head says go with Tampa Bay and Tom Brady. Tampa Bay is in first place in the NFC South, and they want to make it to the playoffs. I think they go on a little stretch run here. Atlanta looks like they're off and they have a bye. Tampa Bay can make a move, and I think that they make a move while Jimmy Garoppolo is hurt. This is going to be a good game, though. I'm going with Tampa Bay over San Francisco, but San Francisco is favored. Next game, we got Miami versus the Chargers. This should also be a good game. Miami, like I said, whenever they have Tua back at that starting helm, he's been starting, he's been winning, except for the game where they had to play the Buffalo Bills. That was a tough one. They caught the L. They're 8-4. Chargers are 6-6. I'm still going with Miami. They got the Cheetah, and they got my man John Waddle, who's on my fantasy squad, doing big numbers. The last game Monday night, you have New England versus Arizona. I'm picking New England. Kyler Murray's on Arizona, basically doing whatever the hell he wants. But that's not going to get them the win. Picking New England over Arizona. And that's our football picks, y'all. I am about to call it a night and wrap it up. My leg is still killing me. I am still on this rehab for my surgery recovery. Kevin Kinkle Podcast, Road to Recovery. These are my hashtags. Yo, if y'all like what y'all hearing, like I said, mention something in the comments. Tell me what's up with your squad. Tell me who you think's going to win. Let me know if you want to put some skin on the game. I'll bet $1 or $2 on the game. Literally $1 or $2. I'm not over here. I don't got a big bank. You feel me? But yeah, man, let's get involved. Support your boy, Kev Kinkle from the Kev Kinkle Podcast. I love y'all all. I love the support. I love the listeners. And I really love doing this. I really love talking to y'all. I really do. So it's been a joy in my injury, in my healing, that I was able to find something that I like to do. And it's crazy because the word of God says there'll be weeping through the night, but joy in the morning. And joy in the morning as joy as the morning time, but also joy in the morning as joy in the morning as joy in the pain and the suffering. Through my pain and my suffering in my getting my healing, of going through what I'm going through with my surgeries, I found something that I really like to do and I really love to do. So this is something that I could target, and while I get better, it's going to be something that I'm still going to do. And I'm believing God that it's going to be lucrative, financially lucrative and beneficial to me, as long as I keep him at the forefront and do his will. So I love sports. I love y'all. I love empowering y'all. I love encouraging y'all. And I'm going to keep on doing this, and I'm not going to stop. All right. So that was this week's football roundup and a little bit of the Laker game. My boys caught another L, but that's neither here nor there. This is the Kevin Kinko podcast, and I love y'all all. Peace.